All right, guys, so we got this pressure washed yesterday. As you can see, it's really clean. There is still some sanding water. I don't know why they changed these brackets, but the old ones, they used to run down through so you don't get that standing water. Now that sort of rusts out the frame rail, so I don't know if it's just sort of a engineered failure like I always mention on most of these things, but everything was pressure washed, and now it was in here overnight. Dried most of the stuff, but like I said, the little crevices and such, we're gonna have to, blow off with the air gun, and then we're gonna sweep this side out, bring this back in, jack it up, take the tires off, or the wheels off, and then tape up whatever we need to tape up. So mainly we have to tape up the Fox shocks, front and rear, and then we got to tape up the airlift bags. Some of the stuff underneath here, like we'll probably just tape all this stuff up, and then tape up all the plugs and anything where you can see the wires and such. So just makes it a little bit easier. We're going to use aluminum foil. Makes things a lot easier, a lot quicker, and it's a great thing to cover everything with. So other than that, we got to open up the doors so that these drop down, and then remove the battery. Not remove the battery, but remove the negative so that this can stay down while we prep and paint. But yeah, I mean, only a few things to really tape up that needs to be taped up, and then we're just gonna shoot this whole thing with Rust-Oleum flat black because it's oil based, and it'll really like creep in there and stay sort of wet. It doesn't ever really harden, but it's hard enough to where like you can scratch it with your fingernail, but it's gonna look really nice. I did it on all my trucks, and it looks great. So I think once this is all, all the axles and everything's done, this is gonna look beautiful. I mean, I can't say it's gonna look like a new truck because it is a new truck, but we're gonna do all that, come back in, and get this all prepped up. All right, guys, we got everything taped up. As you can see, the toolboxes are covered. We have our fans all set up. Ended up going around, cleaning up what I could with the wire wheel. It's a pretty clean frame to begin with, and we're painting an oil-based paint, so we don't really have to worry about the rust all too much. The oil will sort of help dissolve it and prevent it from spreading. But if you do notice, most of any of this rust that's on these frames come right off of the welding area. So you see all the welds, or where they welded, is mainly where all the rust is. So just how it is, I guess. There is some porosity in this welding that they have on here, but I don't think that's the main reason, because most of it's a pretty good machine weld. But yeah, we cleaned it the best we could, taped up everything, and then we taped up the rotors so we can paint the calipers, the hubs, and such. Yeah, so we're going to set this up, mix the paint up, and then we're going to spray the first coat and get this all coated. We're going to start from the front and work our way to the back. I blew everything off already. We're going to start the fans, let them run for like 10 minutes, and it should create a good flow through this area underneath so that all of the paint can go out the door like it needs to. Other than that, let's get started.